Well, hello there everyone, and welcome to my kitchen. I'm Christy, and it is time to cook. Today I am making gumbo, and as you can see, I've got my slow cooker out. So yep, you guessed it, I will be making this gumbo in my slow cooker. I just love gumbo. It is a New Orleans comfort food. It's very similar to jambalaya, although jambalaya is more of a rice dish, and gumbo is like a thick stew that can be served over rice. I've got all my ingredients out here on my counter. I'm gonna go over them with you. It's super easy to make, and I love doing it in a slow cooker because you can just dump it in your slow cooker, turn it on, and let it do its thing. All right, so let me go over these ingredients with you. All right guys, so these are the ingredients that I will be using today, but keep in mind that you can modify your ingredients from what you have in your pantry or on hand. That's what I've done today, but I'll explain that as I'm going through them with you. I have a package of frozen raw shrimp that's already been deveined, 1.5 pound package of boneless, skinless chicken thighs, but you could use chicken breasts or chicken tenderloins or pick up a rotisserie chicken. This is a package here of New Orleans andouille sausage. Now I'll probably use just 3 of these links and I'll freeze the other 3. And then I have some onion, celery, and green bell pepper. This is a half of an onion, a half of a green bell pepper, and 1 stalk of celery. A half of a stick of butter, 1/4 cup plus 2 tablespoons of flour, 3 garlic cloves, and then what I had in my pantry was diced tomatoes with green chilies. Now I typically use fire roasted tomatoes. I just didn't have any. This is what I had on hand, and I think this is gonna be really good in this gumbo. 1 tablespoon of Cajun seasoning, and then you'll need 4 cups of chicken broth. Now this is hot water that I have dissolved the chicken bouillon cubes in, and then some salt and pepper. All right, I'm gonna place my chicken in my slow cooker. Okay, so now I'm going to add the andouille sausage that I have sliced. This is a dump and go. I'm gonna sprinkle in my onions, peppers, and celery. All right, I'm gonna add my can of diced tomatoes and green chilies. And I'm gonna mince my garlic. I'm gonna add my Cajun seasoning. Pinch of salt and a pinch of black pepper, and then I'm going to add my chicken broth. Give that a stir. So I'm going to melt my butter in my skillet, then just sprinkle in your flour. All right, so we're making a roux, and we're going to cook this roux until it's dark in color. And this is what gives the gumbo its really good rich flavor. And I'm cooking this on a medium-low heat. And this will take about 3 to 4 minutes. All right, it is starting to turn. It's really hard to see on the camera here, but it is starting to get darker, and I can definitely smell it, but I want to let it go just a little bit longer. It does not look as dark on camera as it does in real life. That's so strange. All right, I'm going to go ahead and turn it off. It is really dark. I promise you guys, in real life it is darker than what it looks like on camera. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add this dark roux right to my gumbo. I'm going to stir it a little bit as I'm pouring it in. All right, then I'm going to cover it and let it cook on high for 3 to 4 hours, or cook on low for 6 to 8 hours. So I have removed the chicken from the slow cooker, and then I'm just taking 2 forks and I'm just going to shred it. All right, I'm going to add the chicken back to the slow cooker. All right, I want to thicken this just a little bit more, so I'm adding 1 tablespoon of cornstarch with 1 tablespoon of water. I'm just going to pour it in and give it a stir. All right, and the last thing I'm gonna do is add the shrimp, and I have let them thaw and I have removed the shells. And the shrimp will cook up really quickly. It'll only take about 10 minutes or so. All right, guys, so the gumbo has been cooking on high for 4 hours. It is done and it looks and smells delicious. I am going to serve it over some brown rice, but you could also use white rice. I cannot wait to have a bite. Oh, this is so rich in flavor. It's hearty and comforting, spicy. Oh, it's just delicious. All right, well, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you have a wonderful day. God bless, and I will see you soon with more delicious recipes.